This is Coach Schroeder from Petawawa, Ontario at the OFSAA Cross Country 2017 site. This is right here is the bus and van drop-off for all the schools. When you get dropped off, you'll be going this way to the course. Before we get to the course, we'll have food trucks here, and on to my right over here beside the golf club will be the Nike tent, where they will be selling all your clothing and stuff. And down on the far side, along the far road there, that's where the tent city will be. The finish line itself will be right at the bottom of this hill. And the start line will be on the other side of the hydro lines at the about 300 meters away. So it's all very centrally located.
The three following athletes will be taking you on a tour of the OFSAA Cross Country 2017 course.
My name is Henry Thomas.
I'm Sophie Warren.
My name is Nicholas Bauernschmidt.
Okay, here you see we are at the start line, the view from the start line. We have a very slight incline for about 150 meters. As we go over the ridge here, you'll see it has a slight drop to the flat part. As you see, we're at about the 245 meter mark. You can see all the way down to the first turn at A loop, and it's a nice straight. The footing is good. It's nice and grass. We'll be running on the rough of the golf course.
Okay, this is the A loop turn. The juniors will be coming down here.
And we are around about 300 meters away from the first hill.
Again, it'll be a nice rounded turn, so it's not a 9-degree sharp corner, so the crowd shouldn't be too bad. The turn will be nice and smooth, and heading across the tee off there and back onto the trail, and we're hitting our first real hill on the Kitchissippi Ridge on the A loop. This is the only hill on the I shouldn't say the only hill on the A loop, but one of two hills on the A loop. Again, the video doesn't really show you the good incline. It's fairly steep, and it's probably about 80 meters long. Come to the crest, and then you work your way back down the Kitchissippi Ridge. Going up a slight incline again, coming back down, and then we'll be heading back onto the golf course, coming out of the woods. As we come down on the first A loop. When you're on the first A loop or B loop, you'll be going straight across the field here again. Right, so coming off the bluff, the crowd should get loud because you'll be coming into basically where all the spectators will be as you're cutting across the field. We're now heading down the B loop. It's about another 300 meters to the first B turn. Again, we'll be running on the grass until we cut over onto the access road for about 30 meters.
Alright, this is the turn for the B loop.
This is where the seniors and the midgets will be turning off.
As you see, this portion of the B loop will be on the golf cart trail. Some of it will be, you'll be allowed to run on the grass if you so choose, but there will be probably about a meter limit on each side of the trail that will allow the athletes to run. We'll put up flags on this portion of the course to make sure, and marshals to make sure everyone's staying on the course. Yep, this is where we'll be crossing the fairway and entering back into the Kitchissippi Ridge Trail and into the woods and back onto the trail and heading back to where the A loop connects onto the trail. This section here is where both the B and C trails come out and turn left and head back up to the first hill again on the A loop. And this portion of the trail is used by all three loops, A, B, and C. And you'll Okay, we skipped directly past the A and B turnoffs, and this is at the far end of the C loop, which is where the Petawawa and Ottawa rivers meet. It's a quite pretty section of the race. You'll see when you run by it or walk the course, you'll notice the Ottawa River and the Petawawa rivers on your left side. We're going to be following basically the access road here, but we will have a couple meters to the left of the access road for kids to run on the grass if they so wish. The access road's usually in pretty good condition. Now we're looping back up onto the Kitchissippi Ridge. This is the beginning of the first and highest climb of the course. As you see, it's kind of it'll have a bunch of false tops as you come running up. We are now at the top of the first crest. You do about another 30 meters, and then you start another climb. Nice trail here. It's a nice soft surface. It'll be nice and groomed. There'll be the odd route. We will paint the routes to make sure that the athletes can see the routes. We're at the top of the second crest of the hill, and they'll be running across this access road here and down back into the trail, and there'll be about 30 meters of downhill and then another slight climb to probably one of the highest sections of the course in terms of elevation. And this little 900 meter loop here actually is it's a very up and down rolling hill part of the course. So again, nice and challenging, yet not too dramatic.
Now we've just finished the hardest climb of the course, but now we will be heading into some challenging rolling hills along the Kitchissippi Ridge.
We're also hoping on race day that the truck traffic on the ridge won't be too heavy.
Okay, so right now there's about 600 meters left in the race, and we've hit the last challenging hill of the Kitchissippi Ridge. Now there's about 250 meters left in the race, and we're on our last little hill before the finish line.
$120 meters to go, all downhill from here all the way to the finish line.